The Forum, the radio show about nothing, from 7 to 8 each and every Thursday.
You don't want to miss it.
So we have our interviewee here. It's one of my good friends. He went to school with me, and his name's Cabot Phillips. Cabot, what's up with you, Cabot?
What's up?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on Showtime.
No problem. I told y'all. Look, I was telling all my co-hosts that people call me Showtime at school, but they did not believe me whatsoever, and it was a little bit disrespectful.
Mainly, we just called you Showtime because you wouldn't tell me your real name.
That is
a default. All right, it works.
That is very, very, very true. But hey, at the end of the day, so what? Hey, everybody call me Showtime. That's all I had to say. I also was telling them how like you used to always have your translations. Cabot is like what's gonna make America great. You know how like Donald Trump says make America great again? Cabot is gonna make America great again because while I told you I went to a white school, he would give translations because he understood. He knew the urban slang. If you say something to Cabot right now, he knows what we talking about.
What's hip mean?
What's that?
Cabot, go ahead.
What's get hip mean?
Get hip?
Yeah.
Like stay cool. Like get up to date on what's going on.
Okay.
He used to always. I lie you now. We used to have like a little thing outside of our dorms. He used to write in like, all right, urban slang for the day. And everybody would read it, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's what that meant." Okay.
I'm like, I mean, I know I'm a white boy, but I go to school with some real white boys. Like, like we're talking like Mitt Romney in a superstorm. Like, I've never seen anything like this. And we had to make sure that
Hello.
make sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I was telling them that. I was telling that last week about how like white my school was, but they thought I was just over exaggerating. But we was in Lynchburg. Like this doesn't get worse.
And I think our school like tried to look cooler, so we put out like this rap video, like advertising liberty.
Wow, I need to see that.
Are you talking about This Is Liberty with Humble Tip?
Yeah. It was painful. It was a painful attempt to get hip.
Yeah, I just saw that like 3 days ago. The funniest line on there was him talking about, yeah, we don't follow fads, and then 2 seconds later he dabbed, and I was like, homie,
Oh, wow.
you just did a fad. Like, what are you talking?
Yeah. I love my school. You're not gonna hear me talk bad about Liberty, but that was painful. I think it deserves to be made fun of for that. But.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say I love Liberty, but I mean a lame school is a lame school. You can be proud of your lame school. I'm proud of Liberty, even though it's just stay in your lane. That's how I feel like. But
Amen.
But so I always wanted to know. I don't know. Have y'all seen the zombie prank that he was a part of?
Yes, it was hilarious, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought you were rude. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, you would have caught the hands after I was conscious. Over here scaring me, thinking I'm about to die with some zombies.
I think I knew my sister well enough. If it was any fear that she was gonna, throw hands, I would not have done it. Or at least I would have had my brother do it. I would have been hiding in the back. We actually, in the video shares that line where she's like, "The cat, you idiot," and she yells that. And so we actually just got back yesterday. They flew us up to Minneapolis for the International Cat Video Festival. So
Wow.
It was the strangest thing I've ever been a part of. There were like 12,000 cat women there. Unfortunately, not too many of them were my age, so I didn't get to enjoy the benefits of it as much. It was more crazy cat ladies, but man, it's definitely been a crazy experience ever since the zombie video went viral and everything.
Yeah, man. People don't know about your earlier pranks, like the whole getting. Let me tell you about Cabot, okay? He's a clown, all right. So he does a lot of stupid stuff. One thing he did, and it's actually like on YouTube, where he proposed. He did a fake proposal in Madison Square. I mean, like right in front of the Big Apple, or whatever, and got rejected.
Wait, it was a fake proposal?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, people always go to like Times Square and they do those big proposals.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they make a big show out of it to the point where like it's not even about the girl as much as it is about like you trying to look cool for the proposal. Which I'm not gonna hate on that, but I figure we could do our own version. So we have my friend. I got down on my knee and like proposed to her, and this huge crowd formed, and there were like 150 people around. And then she like stood me up and said no, and like ran away out of the crowd. And so
I haven't got to see that.
We got it on tape, and everyone in the crowd, it's like you can feel the awkwardness in the air, and it looked super real. So we put it on YouTube, and all these news sites started thinking it was real. And so, like, Ashton Kutcher put it up on Facebook, like, oh, is this the worst rejection you've ever seen? And so it, like, blew up. Everyone thought it was real. And I had people come up to me at Liberty being like, hey, man, like, I'm praying for you. Like, you're going to be okay. And I would tell them all, like, no, like, I was playing, like,
I tell people all the time, Cabot is low-key famous, man. Like, ever since those... He also did stupid stuff like going across campus, and he did a little dunk prank. And with him and some of his boys, some of the people that was in my dorm. And I was just like, man, I hope to goodness he don't ever prank me. Like, because I don't want to ruin our friendship. I want us to stick.
I wasn't stupid enough to do that. Like, I did my best to pick people that I knew wouldn't go World Star on me.
You had to throw World Star out there. So is it like weird now? You go back to campus and basically people treat you because you're on Fox News as well,
Yeah.
and then you do all these pranks. You was on the Ellen DeGeneres show and stuff like that. So you're like on the D list of celebrities, but you're still like a low key celebrity.
D list, yeah. I'm trying to slowly work my way up the charts. D list.
Hey, D is still passing, homie. Hey, D is still passing. That's all that matters.
I know all about. Yeah, I got plenty of D's on my transcript, so I'm giving hope to everyone else out there who got D's on their transcript all through school. But yeah, it's.
Hello.
Going back to like my hometown of Leesburg, and like people come up to my sister and me, and say that we never met, but we love watch all the stuff you guys do. So it's cool. I honestly. A blessing. And it's cool, having friends from school and beat me down, make sure I don't get a big head or anything. Keep it real with me.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's pretty interesting. Like when I saw the video and I saw you was out Ellen DeGeneres, I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. Like, did she randomly reach out to you? Just like, oh, I gotta do this.
Yeah, we put the video up, like just some random night, and we went to bed and it had like 1,000 views. And then I woke up and it had like 1 million views. And we had calls from like Good Morning America, Today's Show, like Arsenio Hall, everybody. And then Ellen, one of her producers, called and was like, hey, we want you to come on the show. We just don't want you to do any other shows. So we like canceled everything else we had booked. And they flew us out to LA like that day. So we spent the night in LA, woke up the next morning, and like we got to the studio. I got to meet Shaq. Dr. J was there. Game of Thrones. I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones. I got to meet Khaleesi, and her eyebrows were on fleek. No surprise there. So we like get on stage, and Ellen was the nicest person on earth. Like, she was so friendly, like so genuine. And we were on. It was probably like a 15-minute interview total. They edited after the show. We just like hung out on stage, and she talked to everybody, and like took as many pictures as we wanted. And, she was so chill. Like it was a really cool experience. And she sent us to Mexico, so I can't complain about that.
She sent out to Mexico. What you go to Mexico for?
She gave us a week-long trip to Mexico.
Wow.
So Ellen always comes through with the blessings. So I wasn't about to ask too many questions. We just gotta let it happen.
Hey, Cabot, hold on, man. Next time you do a video, hey, look,
can we all be in it?
No, forget them. You don't know them. Call me. I'll give him a number after this so we can go ahead and do some pranks. If that's the case, I'll pretend to be scared of some zombies afterwards. You want to do some viral videos. But that's really dope, though, man. I'm really happy for you in that whole situation. Who came up with the idea?
My sister said she was getting the surgery done, her wisdom teeth out, and I immediately was just like, oh, we gotta do something. Like, what kind of brothers would we be if we didn't do something? And so we just kind of came up with it like the night before. We just like sat down at my dinner table with my brothers and came up with it. But yeah, it was definitely a random thing. I felt bad because my twin brother Hudson, who you also knew, was out of town. So he like the one day he was out of town, he missed the video, so he wasn't able to be in it. If Hudson's listening, I'm sorry, Hudson, you weren't a part of it, but better luck next time.
Yeah, we still love you, Hudson. Like, it's cool, man. You're just the least liked brother now because the other ones were on the video. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if you were my brother and you went viral and I should have been in that video, we would not be brothers no more. It would be some Cain and Abel going on right now. I would have to throw some stones at you or something because that's...
Well, all I'm going to say is it's true. It's been going down in the DMs ever since.
I was getting ready to say that too. So since you're like a low key celebrity now, and you're on Fox News and stuff like that, I can only imagine. And then the thing is, you're like a Tim Tebow basically. You're like that good boy that always talks about worshiping the Lord and always. I'm pretty sure you're like the girl's perfect dream. So it's like I'm pretty sure plenty of females be all in your demons talking some Cabot. I really like that video and that girl that you proposed to, she didn't know what she had. I would like. I could only imagine.
No, honestly, it hasn't been that crazy. I like to exaggerate to try and show off my friends, make them think that I have a lot more girls talking to me than I really do. Now, my sister, on the other hand, has had a lot of guys try and slide in the DMs, and I've been I've been blocking DM attempts, making sure that they're not getting anywhere because I got to protect my little sister. But no, it's been cool. I'll take the Tim Tebow comparison because I think we're both lefties, we're both pretty tall, we both love Jesus a lot, and we like talking about Jesus too, so that's always good. And yeah, I'll take that. I like your white girl voice impersonation.
That was good.
That was a little too accurate, if you ask me.
Now, we also heard that. Well, I also know that you are a Cowboys fan, unfortunately. So preseason is starting. There's been a bunch of rumblings about your squad, and let's be realistic here. Half your team is suspended for PEDs. So
I would be a lot more concerned if half our team wasn't suspended because that would mean the apocalypse was near. If the Cowboys weren't having players sent to jail every offseason.
Like they say, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So at least you can say that y'all suck, but at least they trying not to suck.
I actually. You can mark this down for the record. I think the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East this year. I do.
Oh, hold on, Cabot. Cabot said... I'm writing it down right now. Cabot said champs for the... Okay. And what do I get? Do I get a free trip to Rome or something?
Yeah.
All right.
You'll get a guest appearance in our next video.
Man, no. Yeah, make sure I'm a guest appearance, and I want one Fox News interview. I want to debate one of those Fox News people.
All right, we'll put it on the table with Donald Trump.
All right, we gonna make that happen. But Kenzie, she's a Redskins fan, unfortunately too.
Whoop, whoop.
So she.
I mean, how does it feel to spend all that money on Josh Norman and now he's getting burned every practice?
We're not gonna talk about that.
To be fair though, you are a Cowboys fan, and I know you've seen that video with Dez Bryant dropping every single pass.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing though, Dez relies on his physicality and his jumping ability. He doesn't need to have, ridiculously good hands. He doesn't need to have Antonio Brown hands as long as he can out-jump people. But that was very discouraging. He dropped 6 balls in a row on the jug machine, too. There wasn't anybody guarding him.
Shit, I definitely feel... So you think I'm expecting... So after they supposedly win the division, you think they're going to do anything afterwards?
I don't. I think our defense is just too weak right now. I think if Romo stays healthy, we have the best offensive line in football. We got Jason Witten, Dez Bryant, Ezekiel Elliott. I think is going to be a man this year. But our defense, we just lost Rolando McClain for pretty much the whole year. DeMarcus Lawrence, Randy Gregory are suspended. Pretty much all we have is Sean Lee and Orlando Scandrick on defense, and I don't think it's going to be enough to sustain a real run. But I just think the NFC East is going to be weak this year. The Eagles don't really have quarterback figured out. The Giants are the Giants. And I think it's going to be down to the Redskins and Cowboys. But I do think if Romo stays healthy, the Cowboys will win the East.
If Romo stays healthy is a big if.
That's true. I mean, he hasn't had a full season in 3.5 years, 4 years. So that is the big if. But I think, Kirk Cousins is the kind of guy that can blow up any game, which scares me because usually the Redskins don't have that. And I think he's their franchise guy for the next few years. So, as long as they got him and Jordan Reed healthy, they could add just one consistent running back. I think the Redskins would be a more serious threat.
So I have a question. What's next on your plate? Where do you want your career to go from this point now that you have this platform to work with?
And are you running for president? Because if so, I am voting for you.
Unfortunately, I got to. There's this thing called the Constitution that says I can't run for president for about 15 more years, unfortunately. But I right now I'm working with a group called Campus Reform, and so I write random news stories. I'll cover news kind of from a millennial perspective, and then I'll go on, like Showtime was saying, I'll go on Fox News or whatever network and talk about the 2016 race, or just talk about politics in general from a millennial perspective. So I'm really happy with where I'm at right now. Honestly, it's a blessing to get to do fun stuff like this on a consistent basis. But down the road, I don't know. I mean, I would like to continue to do the TV stuff. It's a lot of fun going on air, and you guys know how fun radio is. So the lifestyle is very appealing. It's really fast paced and fun. But I don't know. If I do have more concrete plans, I'll be sure to let you guys in on it, because I could use I could use Showtime on my presidential cabinet. He can be like my slang translator. Like,
of course, man.
You ever seen Key and Peele, like the anger translator?
Yeah.
That's what Showtime could be for me. But
I tell you right now, you would get all minority votes if you had me on your campaign. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Just get me in there. I'm like, what? This is what he's saying, y'all. This is what he want to do. All right, he don't want to do all that. Then you be like,
I can tell you one thing: my presidential campaign will look a whole lot different for Donald Trump's presidential campaign. I know that for a fact. So that won't be a problem. It'll be like a if it's personality wise, it'll be probably like Bernie Sanders, like good, honest man. Just without all the socialist stuff, because I don't roll like that. it'll be a mix of all the best presidential candidates, hopefully put in one. But as far as like a 10-year plan, I honestly don't have one right now. I'm kind of just at the point where I'm looking at things year to year, and just kind of trying to see where the Lord's leading me and make sure that I'm not missing out on any cool opportunities by like tying myself down with something 5 years from now. So I'm trying to just we'll go with the flow for now. It's going pretty well, and I'm really enjoying life right now.
yeah, especially you just went to Ellen DeGeneres show. Like, I mean, it's hard to have a 5-year plan after that. Like, it's like
Yeah.
I plan on being there 3 more times. Like, it's just a little different. But hey, it's definitely been a pleasure talking to you. I appreciate you for being able to come on. And also, I loved your video about going around UMD campus and asking people would they let you
be on the women's basketball team.
Yeah. Would they let you be on the women's basketball?
The reason we filmed that, like all the all the stuff with the bathrooms was going on, and like I don't really care about like the bathroom issue that much. Like it's not really. We got a lot bigger problems in America than like what bathroom people are using.
I'll be completely honest. That's true.
But with the sports thing, I'm like, hold on now. Like if all of a sudden people start like at the Olympics, if somebody said that they identify as a female, are they going to be able to play on the women's team? Like if they're a male, like where do we draw the line? And so I was thinking, if we go to go to a school and I tell them I'm a woman, will they like be too scared to offend me? And like every single person we talked to like refused to acknowledge the fact that I was clearly a 6'3" white dude. Like I wasn't like a woman in any way, but it was a little scary to see how far people were willing to go to make sure they didn't hurt my feelings or anything.
I think it's also fair to say that they probably didn't think you could ball. If you was like a 6'3" black dude with some tattoos, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't assign that. They'd be like, nah, bro, you need to be in the league right now. Why are you here?
I'm actually in the car right now. I just got back from playing some pickup ball.
Oh, I know you ball. But I'm just saying, you just don't look like honestly, like you look like you about to like run for president and snitch on somebody in 10 seconds. Like just judging from what you look like.
Oh, I know my strengths. Basketball is not one of my strengths. It's more of I'll have fun and run around a little bit. But no, I know what you're saying. Maybe if I looked more like a ball, maybe if I told them I identify as like a female scientist, they'd be like, oh yeah, okay, like that's more believable. But
yeah, because there are some girls that look like you a little bit, but we're not going to really just a little bit. but no, it's been a pleasure, man. Thanks for coming on. We gotta have you on again one time.
Absolutely, I appreciate it, guys. That was a good time. Thanks for all the time. Good times, and keep you posted with everything. I'd love to come on anytime.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take it easy, guys. Bye.
All right, everybody. That was Cabot for the campus reform.
Cabot.
Fox News prankster. He gets broken up. Anything you want to come up with, he done did it. So that's my boy.
The Forum, the radio show about nothing, from 7 to 8 each and every Thursday.
You don't want to miss it.